If you can't stop saying yes, you're not kind. You're scared. Scared of being disliked. Scared of being seen as selfish. Scared of someone's disappointment. And every yes you don't mean is a small betrayal of yourself. You say yes to protect the relationship, but slowly, quietly, you destroy your self-respect. Then later you feel it. The anger, the resentment, the exhaustion. You smile in the moment, then you fall apart when you're alone. If that's you, comment Emmy. Not because you're weak, because you're conditioned. Today I'll show you why people-pleasing is destroying you, and the simple psychology system to stop without turning into a cold person. You won't become rude. You'll become clear. And yes, it will feel uncomfortable at first. That discomfort is not danger. It's withdrawal. Withdrawal from the addiction to approval. Part 1, what people-pleasing really is. People-pleasing is not kindness. Kindness is, I help when I can, and I say no when I can't. People-pleasing is, I say yes even when it hurts me, because I'm afraid of what you'll think. People-pleasing is a survival strategy. Some people learn it in childhood, when love felt conditional, when conflict felt unsafe, when being good was the only way to be accepted. Some people learn it in relationships, where saying no caused drama, where boundaries were punished, where silence meant abandonment. Some people learn it at work, where being reliable became your identity and your trap. So you become skilled at one thing, keeping everyone comfortable except you. And the scary part is, people-pleasing works short-term. It gets you approval. It avoids conflict. It keeps the peace. But long-term, it destroys you. Because the peace you buy with self-betrayal is not peace. It's emotional debt. And that debt always gets collected. Story 1. The text message that ruins your night. Here's what it looks like in real life. A message comes in. Hey, can you help me tonight? Just quick. You're already tired. You've already given all week. You want to say no. But you imagine their disappointment. You imagine the awkward pause. You imagine them thinking you're selfish. So you type, sure, and the moment you send it, your stomach drops. Because you didn't choose yes. You surrendered yes. Then you spend the evening helping and secretly resenting them. But the resentment isn't really about them. It's about you. Because you sold your time for approval. That is the people-pleasing pattern in one sentence. You trade your needs for safety. Part 2. Why it's destroying you. 1. It destroys self-respect. Every time you betray your needs, your brain records a message. My needs don't matter. My boundaries don't matter. I'm not allowed to be inconvenient. That's not just a thought. That becomes identity. You stop seeing yourself as a person with rights. You start seeing yourself as a tool for other people's comfort. And when your identity becomes useful, you lose something important. Dignity. 2. It creates hidden resentment. People pleasers often don't feel angry in the moment. They feel angry later. Because in the moment, they're busy managing emotions. Your emotions. Their emotions. The room's emotions. So the anger gets delayed. Then it leaks out in other ways. You get passive-aggressive. You get cold. You get distant. You explode over something small. And everyone is confused. But the truth is, you weren't angry about the small thing. You were angry about the last 200 times you said yes when you meant no. 3. It drains your energy. People-pleasing is emotional labor. You're constantly scanning. Are they upset? Do they like me? Did I disappoint them? Did I say the right thing? So you're tired even when you do nothing. Because carrying other people's emotions is exhausting. You don't rest when you have free time. You rest when you feel safe. And people pleasers rarely feel safe because safety depends on other people's approval. That's a fragile life. Part 3, the guilt loop. People pleasing runs on guilt. Here's the loop. You want to say no. Guilt rises. Your chest tightens. Your brain screams, danger. So you say yes to kill the guilt. And the moment you say yes, you feel relief. That relief is your brain's reward. So your brain learns, yes equals relief. No égale danger. And after repeating this loop for years, saying no feels impossible. Not because you're weak, because you're trained. Your nervous system associates boundaries with threat. So the goal is not to magically feel calm. The goal is to rewire the loop. To teach your brain a new rule: no equals safety. Yes, only when I mean it. And that requires practice. Part 4. The system to stop. You don't stop people-pleasing by trying harder. You stop it with a system. Here are 4 tools that work in the real world. Tool #, the 2-second pause. Stop answering instantly. People-pleasers answer fast because silence feels dangerous. Silence feels like rejection. Silence feels like conflict. So we use a pause. Breathe 2 seconds. Then say, "Let me think. I'll get back to you. I need to check my schedule." That pause breaks pressure. It gives you control. It turns reaction into choice. And here's the secret. Many people don't need your yes. They need your yes immediately. If you remove immediacy, you remove manipulation. Tool #2, the short no. Over-explaining is how you lose. The longer you explain, the more it feels like you're on trial. And trials create guilt. So your no must be short. "No, I can't." "No, not this time." "I'm not available." "That doesn't work for me." 1 sentence. Stop. You are not writing a legal defense. You are stating a boundary. And your nervous system will scream, "Say more." Don't. Silence is part of the boundary. Story 2. When you over-explain and they push, tool #2. Someone asks, "Can you do it tomorrow?" You say, "Well, I'm kind of busy and I have a lot going on and I'm tired," and they hear, busy is negotiable. Tired can be pushed. Plans can be rearranged. So they say, "Come on, it'll be quick." And suddenly your no collapses. But if you say, "I'm not available tomorrow," there's nothing to negotiate. Tool #3. Replace sorry with thank you. Stop apologizing for having needs. If you're not doing something wrong, don't say sorry. Instead say, "Thanks for asking, but I can't. I appreciate it, but I'm not available. Thanks for understanding." This small language shift is powerful because it rewires identity. Every sorry tells your brain, "My boundaries hurt people. My needs are a problem." But thank you says, "My boundary is normal." That's how you stop living like you're guilty for existing. Tool #4, broken record. Some people don't ask. They pressure. They use guilt. They act disappointed. They make you feel like the villain. So you don't argue. You repeat. Pick one line. "I understand, but I can't." "That doesn't work for me. I won't be able to." Then repeat it. Same tone. Calm. They push, "But it's important." "I understand, but I can't." They push, "Wow, okay, I see." "That doesn't work for me." No debate, no defense, no emotional spiral. Because once you defend yourself, you enter their game. And their game is designed to make you surrender. Broken record is how you stay calm while they spin. Part 5. The truth that stings. Now let's be honest. You're not afraid of saying no. You're afraid of being disliked. You're afraid someone will think you're selfish. You're afraid they'll leave. You're afraid they'll punish you. But here's the line that will free you. If someone only likes you when you say yes, they don't like you. They like your obedience. Healthy people respect boundaries. Unhealthy people punish boundaries. So when you stop people-pleasing, some people will disappear. Not good people. Users. And that's not loss. That's cleanup. If your life gets quieter when you set boundaries, that means the noise was never love. Part 6. 7-day reset challenge. Here's the challenge. 7 days. 1 boundary per day. Day 1, use the pause. Day 2, use the short no. Day 3, replace sorry with thank you. Day 4, use broken record once. Day 5, say no to a small request you normally accept. Day 6, protect 1 hour of your time like it's money. Day 7, review. Did the world end, or did you finally breathe? Because after 7 days, something happens. The guilt gets quieter because your identity gets stronger. You stop being the person who obeys discomfort. You become the person who respects yourself. And here's the bonus. When you say no more, your yes becomes valuable. People trust you more because they know you mean it. The right people respect you more. The wrong people leave. That's a win. People-pleasing doesn't make you loved. It makes you useful. Real love survives your boundaries. So the next time guilt rises in your chest, remember, guilt is just the old you protesting. Let it protest. Then say your sentence. Short, calm, clear. A yes that hurts you is not kindness. It's self-betrayal. If you want the next video, how to stop caring what they think, comment next. And share this with a friend who always says yes and suffers in silence.